When talking about Jews of the first century, we have to be careful that we don't present this as a homogenous, uniform group of people who had the same traditions, same outlook, and even the same primary language. So if you're reading through the Bible with me, in Acts chapter 6, which is the New Testament chapter for today, it mentions there was a dissension between two different groups of people, two different groups of Christians in Jerusalem, the Hellenists and the Hebrews. Now, there's some disagreement as to how this should be translated and even understood, but most scholars would argue that the Hellenist refers to those Christians, those Jewish Christians of the first century in Jerusalem whose primary language was Greek. And then the Hebrews, that would refer to those Christians whose primary language was Hebrew or Aramaic. So in Jerusalem itself, you had these two different groups. They're all Christians, they're all Jews, but their primary language is different. And this same kind of difference is reflected throughout the diaspora. In the diaspora, the primary language was Greek, and so most Jews, that was their main language, was Greek. In fact, this is the Septuagint. This is the Greek translation of the Old Testament, and it was widely used in the diaspora by Jews in the first century. And of course, it's quoted all over the New Testament, which itself is written in Greek. So first century Jews, some spoke primarily Aramaic or Hebrew, and some spoke primarily Greek. But that was part of the diversity of the first century Jewish world.